Hello everyone. For today's class, if you have blocks available at home, go ahead and grab 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, just find some books or something sturdy. You might not need the blocks, but you're welcome to use the blocks. And place them all the way to the top of your mat. And make sure you practice at your own pace. This is going to be a challenge Vinyasa practice, but as always, modified as you need it. So we're going to start by laying on our backs. I am going to place my timer here, so I make sure we do a 1-hour class. So lay on your back. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring the arms by your side. Soften your shoulders. Soften your belly. Knees are up. Sacrum is resting on the ground. Take about 2 deep breaths in here, just grounding yourself, allowing the earth to support your body. And just breathe. Letting go of stress and tension and whatever is going on in your busy life. Bring the hand towards the belly. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in here. And as you inhale, feel the belly grow like a big balloon. And on the exhale, allow the belly to sink all the way down towards your mat. 2 more rounds in here. One more round. Now from here, bring the arms by your side. Palms are facing up. Extend the arms over your head. Reaching out the fingertips towards the back. Lengthening the spine, and this time place the sacrum. Flatten the sacrum towards the ground. Place the navel in. Take a long deep inhale. Long exhale. This time bring the tips of your fingers at the base of the skull. Try not to interlace the fingers. Just put the fingertips right at the base of the occipital bone. Now press the navel in. The next inhale, lift the upper body. Reaching out towards the ceiling, keeping the head in neutral position. Try not to bring the chin towards your chest. And slowly release. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale, release. 1 more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep the fingertips where they are. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows towards the side. Now notice your feet. Make sure your feet are hip-width apart and the heels are right below your knees. Tilt the pubic bone towards the ceiling and making sure the sacrum is flat. On the next inhale, we're going to lift for bridge. Pressing the feet down, lift for a bridge. Lift as high as you can. Try not to press the chin towards the chest. Keeping the head in neutral position. And slowly release. Come all the way down. Flatten the sacrum on the ground. Tilt the pubic bone. Lift the upper body. Exhale, release. And this time lift for bridge. Activate the quads and the glutes. Lift a little higher and think about the sternum, your heart. Pressing all the way up towards the ceiling. And slowly release the hips down. Flatten the sacrum. Press the belly in. Lift the upper body. And exhale, release. Release the arms by your side. Bring the knees towards your chest. Wrap the arms around your shins and sway your hips side to side. Notice how this feels. Releasing tension in the lower back. Maybe you draw some circles on the ceiling with your knees and reverse. And slowly release the arms by your side. Move a little bit towards the front of our mat. Place the soles of your feet on the mat once more. This time bring the arms all the way towards the back and bring the fingertips once more to the base of the skull. Inhale, lift the upper body, hold it here, press the navel in. Exhale, release. Press the heels down, lift for bridge. Activating the glutes and the quads. And slowly release. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Lift for bridge. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, release. And once more, lift the hips, reaching out as high as you can. Keep it a little longer this time. Notice the effort in the quads and the glutes. And this time, lift the heart towards the ceiling a little higher. Breathe. Maybe your legs are shaking, maybe they're not. Take one more breath. Keep it really tight. And very slowly lower the hips towards the mat. Bring the knees towards your chest. Wrap the arms around your shins. Lift the upper body. This time, bring the forehead towards the knees. And sway your torso side to side. Come back to neutral position. Release the upper body. Bring the arms by your side. Palms can be facing up or facing down. It's up to you. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Take a long deep inhale. Audible exhale. Bring the knees towards your chest and drop the knees towards the right for a simple twist in here. Just allow the twist to happen for you. Soften your gaze. Close your eyes, maybe. Notice if you're present here or your mind is wandering. And if your mind is wandering, bring it back with your breath to this moment. And bring the knees back to center. And now drop the knees to the other side. Find a twist. Twist you can do to the opposite side. And remember to practice at your own pace. Modify if needed. Level up or level down. This is your practice. One more breath. And bring the knees back to center. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring the arms by your side. This time palms are facing up. And make sure the sacrum is completely flat on the ground. Press the navel in and tilt the pubic bone towards the ceiling. So the lower body is completely flat on the ground. Your arms are by your side and palms are facing up. And extend the legs towards the ceiling. If your hamstrings are really tight, go ahead and bend your knees. Otherwise, point your toes. And see if you can stack your joints. The heels are right above the knees and the knees are right above the hips. Arms are by your side, and from here, dorsiflex your feet. Toenails are pointing towards the shins. And point, and flex, and point, and flex. Press those heels all the way up and press your navel in. Now point your toes, and from here, you're going to curl the toes like you're grabbing a pencil. And release. 2 more rounds. Curl your toes. And release. 1 more round. Curl your toes. Slowly release. Flex your feet. Press those heels all the way up. And this time, bring the arms towards the back. And once more, bring the fingertips towards the base of the skull. Making sure the elbows are pointing towards the mat. Bring your legs a little closer. This time, lift your upper body. And think about looking in between your thighs. Make sure the sacrum is flat on the ground. And keeping your feet flexed. Very slowly, you're going to drop the legs towards the ground. Maybe the count of 25. There is no rush. Press the navel in, hollow the belly. Make sure the sacrum is flat on the ground. Notice the effort here. Maybe you're shaking, maybe you're not. And you're going to bring the legs all the way to the ground without touching the mat. And now you're going to hover here. Look towards your toes. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And very slowly bring the legs up. Keep the upper body up high, as high as you can. Chin to chest. Flat with the sacrum. And very slowly bring the legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Once you're there, release the upper body. Bring the arms by your side. Bring the knees towards your chest. Wrap the arms around the shins or inside your legs. And lift the upper body once more. Forehead towards the knees. Point your toes. And slowly release the upper body. How are we feeling? Hopefully good. Now extend the legs towards the ceiling once more and flex your feet. From here, we're going to do several spinal rolls front and back. On the first series, we're going to end up sitting in butterfly. So bend your knees, find a spinal roll, find your way into a butterfly. Bring the hands towards your heels and lift the heart roll back, and roll in. This time we keep the butterfly, allow the knees to drop towards the ground. Take a long deep inhale, and long exhale. From here, keeping the butterfly, pressing those soles of your feet together energetically. And you press the knees down, and very slowly twist to the right. Right hand towards the back of your mat, opposite hand towards the knee. Find a good twist in here, massaging the internal organs. Great for elimination. Breathe. Come back to center. Think about tilting the pubic bone towards the ground. And from here, twist to the other side. Keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Try not to bring the shoulders all the way up. Instead, focus on your twist. And breathe. Maybe a little smile. Maybe not. Maybe you're grumpy today. Breathe. And slowly come back into a butterfly. Bring the hands towards your knees. Lengthen the chest. Lift the heart all the way up. Soften the elbows. And slowly release. Bring the knees towards the ceiling. And from here, you're going to roll back and roll into a butterfly. This time, you're going to push your feet away from the sacrum. So you're going to have a wide butterfly. So there's the diamond shape on your legs. Bring the arms by your side. Pressing the fingertips on the mat. Take a long, deep inhale. Exhale. Lift the arms all the way up. And this time, thread the arms under your legs and bring your forehead towards the heels. Take a moment here and breathe. Round your back. And hold it for about 3 long breaths. Softening the inner thighs. Allowing those hips to open. And slowly release the legs. Release the arms, Bring the hands towards the back and come back into the center of the mat. So I'm going to go ahead and face you, finding a Sukhasana, easy pose. If possible, line up one heel in front of the other one. Tilt the hips forward. Allow the knees to drop towards the ground and bring the hands towards your thighs. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders, and just breathe. Right hand towards the ground, keep a micro bend on the elbow, stretch the opposite arm over, and think about really reaching out to the side wall. Anchor the left sit bone on the mat, feel the stretch in here, stacking your shoulders. One more breath, and now bend the elbow and deepen the bend. Allow the head to be heavy. Notice the difference between one and the other one. With the arm stretched, the stretch is deeper. With the arm bent, the bend is deeper. And from here, move all the way to the other side, extending the right arm all the way to the side, stacking your shoulders. Allow the head to be heavy. Reaching out with the fingertips and anchoring the right hip to the mat, feeling that stretch. And now bend the elbow, deepen the bend. Allow the head to be heavy. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the armpit, the arm, intercostal muscles, and pressing the right hip towards the mat. And slowly come back into a neutral position. Lift the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the arms up. And from here, find a forward bend. Extend the arms forward. Place the hands on the mat. And think about reaching out the fingertips to the top of your mat. Feel the stretch in the arms, lifting the wrists. Maybe you're looking down, neck is long. Take about 2 more breaths in there. And from here, plant the hands on the mat. Find your way into a tabletop. Make sure your knees are right below your hips and your hands are right below your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide and place the toenails on the mat. Now think about having a basketball under your hand and grab the basketball with the tips of your fingertips and at the same time place the knuckles down. Find an extended rotation of the arms so the eyes of your elbows are facing And once you settle down here, press the navel in, neck is long. Take a long deep inhale. Audible exhale. From here, open up for a cow. Think about your heart pressing forward, tilting the hips towards the ceiling. Round for cat, chin to chest, tucking your tailbone. 2 more rounds, inhale. Exhale. 1 more round, inhale. Exhale. And come into a neutral position. Place the toes on the mat. So curl your toes, and this time you're going to sit on your heels. Walk your hands towards your knees. And sit on your heels for a toe stretch. If this is too much for you, you're welcome to come to your knees. Otherwise, bring the hands towards your thighs. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. This time, bring the arms by your side. Allow the arms to hang. Moving the arms front and back. And then allow the arms to come to a neutral position. Make a tight fist. And open your hands. 2 more. Make a tight fist. Open your hands. 1 more round. Make a fist. Open your hands. Keep the toes where they are. And this time coming to kneeling. Bring the arms all the way up. Bring the hands to touch. Interlace the fingers. And this time stretch the palms towards the ceiling, but drop the shoulders away from your ears. Keep pressing the toes on the mat and stretch to the right, lateral stretch, stacking your joints once more. You can look up or look down. Come back to neutral and stretch to the left. Come back to neutral, extend the arms towards the ceiling. Fingertips are reaching out towards the ceiling and shoulders are dropping down. And from here, sit on your heels once more. Take a long deep inhale. Audible exhale. And this time, hold your hands forward. And find your way into a downward dog. Sinking the heels towards the mat, paddle your feet. Lift the toes. Bend one knee at a time. Do whatever feels good. Giving some movement to your shoulders and your hips. Take about 2 more breaths in downward dog with free movement, whatever feels good to you. And then come into stillness. Sinking the heels towards the ground. Notice the placement of your hands. Remember, you have a basketball under your hand. Think about the biceps pointing towards the ceiling and sink the heels towards the ground. Neck is long. Try not to drop the head all the way down. Keep it steady. Use your shoulder blades to bring them in. On the next inhale, lift the heels and step in 1 foot at a time. Come all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Press the heart forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift once more. Exhale, release. Press the heels down in reverse. Come all the way into standing, hands towards your heart. Take a moment here. Assess how you feel. Notice your presence. Take a long deep inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale, bring the arms up. Finally your back. Then here, heart is pressing up. Glutes are really active. Exhale, find a forward bend. Neck is long, crown of the head reaching out towards the ground. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, and from here, step back and find your plank. Working on strength right now. Spread the fingers wide, press the legs all the way up towards the ceiling. And think about pressing the heels towards the back and the crown of the head forward. Navel is in. Point the elbows towards the back. Take a long deep inhale. And on the exhale, drop yourself all the way to the ground. You can go slowly or fast. I don't care. Place the toenails on the mat. Forehead on the mat. Now bring the hands under your shoulders. Point the elbows towards the back. And this time, curl your toes. Pressing the toes towards the mat. Lift the knees towards the ceiling. Here's where the strength is going to come into place. So you're welcome to keep the knees to the ground if this is too much for you. Otherwise, lift the knees, looking down, press the navel in, take a long deep inhale, and on the exhale, find your way into a plank. Hold your plank, long inhale, long exhale, and slowly lower yourself to the ground. If you need to go fast, go fast. I'd rather be slowly. Forehead on the ground. Let's do 2 more rounds. Press the knees up towards the ceiling, looking down. Take a long deep inhale. And press up into your plank. Hold it here. Yes, you can do it. Breathe. And slowly come all the way to the ground. Take a moment here and breathe. Release the knees to the ground. Last round. Lift the knees towards the ceiling. Press those toes firmly on the ground. Look, your elbows are pointing towards the back and you're looking down. Navel in. Inhale. And on the exhale, push yourself all the way up into your plank, going really, really slowly. Find your strength and find your way into your down dog. Sink the heels towards the ground. This time, bring your feet to touch. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. And bring the left leg behind the right leg. Place the toes on the mat. Bend your right knee and sink the heel towards the mat. For a good lateral stretch of the hamstring and the T-band. Pressing the left hand towards the mat. You're going to feel a stretch in the intercostal muscles too. The armpit, the arm. And slowly release. Come back into your downward dog. Feet are together. Sink the heels towards the ground. And this time cross the right leg. Place the toes on the mat. Bend the left knee. And sink the heel towards the ground. And feel the stretch in the other side. Just breathe. One more breath. And slowly release. Place the feet on the mat. Once more, sink the heels towards the ground. Lift the heels and step in 1 foot at a time. Come all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Now we're going to do something different today. You're going to stretch the arms forward, placing the fingertips towards the ground. Think about the stretch of your hamstrings here. You're going to feel a stretch in the intercostal muscles. Neck is long. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Take about 3 more breaths in here. 1 more breath. And this time bring the hands towards the mat. Allow the upper body to be completely relaxed. Inhale, half lift. Fingertips can be on the ground or hands can be on your thighs. Exhale, find a forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. And from here, find your way into plank. Take a moment here and breathe. Find your strength. And lower yourself all the way to the ground. Find your way into Sphinx. So for Sphinx, the arms are going to be resting on the ground. Lengthen and press your heart forward. Press the toenails on the mat energetically. Look forward. Take 2 breaths in here. Find your back in here. Take 2 more breaths. Now from here, we're going to a quad stretch. So you're going to bring the right arm into a diagonal position. Bend the left leg. Stretch the left arm forward and bring the hand towards your foot and find a quad stretch. Keep the knee on the mat. Press your chest forward and breathe. Bring the heel as close as you can towards the glute. 1 more breath. And very slowly release. Let's do the other side. Bring the right heel towards your glute. Extend the right arm. Grab your foot, bring the heel towards your glute, and see if you can keep the hips grounded. For a deeper stretch, if you lift the hip, it will be a little less intense. You can try both, and breathe, and very slowly release. Find your way into your Sphinx once more. Press the chest forward, toenails are pressing down. Maybe close your eyes and notice if you're really breathing. Notice if you're present. And now from here, you're going to place the toes on the ground, lift the knees, and put yourself into forearm plank. You're looking down, feel your strength. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And from here, find your way into a regular plank. Feel the strength in your arms. Core is really tight. And find your way into your downward dog. Sink the heels into the mat. Stretch the right leg towards the ceiling. Sink the left heel. Find your scorpion tail, knee to the glute. And your heel to the glute, knee to the heavens. Sink the left heel towards the ground. Extend the leg. Release the right leg and we do the other side. Scorpion tail. Take about 2 more breaths. Now extend the leg, 3-legged dog, release the leg and come into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground, lift the wrist. Take a break in here. Settle down. Ready to move? Find your way into a downward dog once more. Sink the heels down, stretch the right leg towards the ceiling. Sink the left heel, step in. Place the left knee towards the ground, toes on the mat. Bring the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands towards your hips. And notice I have a 90-degree angle front leg, 90-degree angle left leg. Leave the heart towards the ceiling, arms by your side. Inhale, bring the arms up. Find a back bend. Stretch. Open your heart. Come back into a neutral position. This time, bring the right arm towards the ceiling. And find a back bend. And release the arm. One more time, inhale, bring both arms all the way up and find a back bend. This time, come into a neutral position, extending the arms towards the ceiling. Bring the hands towards your heart. And twist to the right. Open your chest and maybe make a fist with the left hand. And now from here, look down towards your right toe. Curl the toes of the left foot and lift the knee. Take about 3 deep breaths in here, opening your chest. Maybe you stack your shoulders. Breathe. Now you're looking down and on the exhale, step in. Find a revolved chair. Sink the hips towards the ground. Take about 2 more breaths. Release the arms and find Utkatasana chair pose. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. Take about 2 more breaths. Come all the way to standing, hands towards your heart. Inhale, bring the arms up, back bend. Exhale, find your forward bend. Inhale, hand lift. Plant the hands, Vinyasa, whatever it is for you today. Upward dog. And find your way to your down dog. Sink the heels towards the ground and we stay here for 3 breaths. You can always go into child's pose if you need to. Extend the left leg towards the ceiling, step in. Bring the right knee towards the ground. Inhale, bring the arms up. Settle down here, make sure you have a 90-degree angle with each leg. Extend the arms energetically, breathe. Find a back bend. Bring the arms back to center, release the arms. This time the left arm lifts and find a back bend. Back to neutral, release the arm. This time both arms come all the way up. Find a back bend. Bring the hands towards your heart and twist towards the left. So open your chest. You can have prayer position or make a fist with your hand and wrap it with the other hand. Stacking your shoulders. Now curl the toes of the left foot and lift the knee. Open that chest. Breathe. Now you look down towards your big toe, left foot. And on the exhale, step in. Find your revolved chair. Keep the heart open. Keep stacking your shoulders. Breathe. And from here, come back into Utkatasana. Sorry about that. Tucking your tailbone. Lengthen the arms. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands towards your heart. Inhale, bring the arms up back. Exhale, forward bend. Vinyasa here. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. And find your way into your down dog. Sink the heels towards the ground. Take a moment here and breathe. This is your resting pose. If you need to go into child's pose, please feel free to do that. Extend the right leg towards the ceiling. Sink the left heel. Bring the knee to your nose. Round your back. Extend. 2 more. Knee to nose. Round your back. Extend. 1 more. Knee to nose. Round your back. Extend. Now step in, find your warrior 1. Vinyasa 1. Settle down here. Make sure the blade of your foot is pressing the ground. And open up for cactus. Heart is pressing up towards the ceiling. Feel your legs are grounded. And round for cat. Elbows and hands touch. Open up for cactus. 2 more rounds. Open up. 1 more round. Open up. Find your way to cactus once more. Gauge the left glute. And this time bring the arms in front of you. And find your eagle arms. Left arm under the right. Make sure the hands are away from your face. And the hands are right above your elbows. And think about how when you're doing cactus arms instead of rounding. Get ready here. Press the navel in. From here, bring the elbows to the knee. And lift up. 2 more rounds. Elbow to knee. And press up. 1 more. Elbow to knee. And press up. Release the arms. Bring the arms all the way up. And find a forward bend. Vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Over dog. Take a moment in downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths in here. Notice how you feel. Notice your heart. Extend the left leg. Knee to nose, round your back. Extend. Knee to nose, round your back. Extend. Knee to nose. And from here, step in. Find your Vinyasa 1. Make sure the right hip presses forward. Front leg 90-degree angle. Notice the blades of your feet are touching the mat. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh, right leg. And the right leg is extended. Heart is up towards the ceiling. Open up for cactus. Grounding here, you can go deeper or not. And from here, round for cat. Open up. 2 more rounds. Engage the right glute, don't forget. 1 more round. Open up for cactus, stay here. Maybe you go a little deeper this time. Bring the arms in front of you. Left arm on the right, find your eagle arms. Get set in here, navel in, elbow to knee. And come all the way up. 2 more rounds, elbow to knee. And all the way up. 1 more round, elbows to knee. Come all the way up. Release the arms all the way up. Vinyasa, whatever that might be for you today. Yogi's choice. And once more, we need in the upper dog. Sink the heels towards the ground. We have 2 more sequences in here. So sink the heels towards the ground. Notice the placement of your hands once more. Pressing those fingertips energetically towards the mat. Remember, you have a basketball. You don't want to let go. Sink the heels towards the ground. Extend the right leg. You're going to step into pyramid stance. So bend the right knee. Step in. Remember, pyramid stance are shorter than warrior 1. Make sure the heels are touching the ground. You can bring the thumbs towards the creases of your hips. Press the chest forward. This one is going to be tricky, so just listen to my words. Extend the arms forward, pressing the heels down, come all the way up into standing. Shoulders away from your ears. Bring the hands towards the sacrum. Open your heart for a back bend. Come back to neutral. Bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, find a forward bend. Bring the hands towards the ground. Bring the rib cage towards your right thigh. Once you're here, look down towards your left toes. And from here, turn the toes towards the right. And then you're going to walk the arms towards the right. So your legs are crossed. You can shorten your stance, making sure the whole foot is touching the ground. Now you can place the left hand on the mat and extend the right arm towards the ceiling for a twist. T-band stretch here. This feels so good. Release the hand down. From here, walk your hands forward, and this time walk your hands all the way to the left side and find a forward bend. Here, wide-legged forward bend. Crown of the head reaches towards the ground. Coming half left. Place the thumbs at the creases of your hips. Press the chest forward. Breathe. Now from here, bring the hands towards your heart. Point the toes towards the corners and find a wide-legged squat. Heart is pressing up. Press the knees away towards the back. Bring the arms to the side. Move your hands if you wish. Lift for goddess. And release. Squat. Bring the arms to the side. Lift for goddess. Release. Squat. One more round. Open your arms. Lift for goddess. Sink in. Bring the hands towards your heart. Drop the hands towards the ground. Find a forward bend. Walk your hands towards the front. Step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Find your way into your down dog. Sink the heels down. Hold it here for 3. And this time we're going to do a pyramid on the other side. So extend the left leg towards the back. Bend your knees, step in, halfway only. Find your pyramid stance. Make sure the hips are square. You can always bring the thumbs to the creases of your hip to line up the hip. The hands are on the ground, maybe not. Or you bring the thumbs up and come all the way into standing. Once you're set in your pose, make sure shoulders are right above your hips. Bring the arms up. Bring the hands towards the sacrum. Find a back bend. Lift the heart towards the ceiling. Come back to neutral. Extend the arms all the way up. From here, find a forward bend. Reaching out the arms forward. Bring the hands towards your heart. Make sure the rib cage is maybe resting on the thigh. Keep in mind we're bending the knee. Take a long deep inhale. Now look towards your right foot and turn the toes towards the left. And this time walk your arms towards the left. So your legs are crossed. You can bring the chest a little closer towards your thigh. If your hands don't reach the mat, this is when you use the blocks. Now place the right hand on the mat. And from here, lift the left arm towards the ceiling. Press the navel in. Very good twist in here. Release the left hand. Walk your hands back to center. And very slowly go all the way to the other side. Find a forward bend. I'm going to face the front once more. So find the forward bend. Lifting the hips. Pointing the toes forwards to protect your knees. Bring the thumbs to the creases of your hip and lift halfway. Bring the hands towards your heart. Bring the hands down and find your wide-legged squat. You can press the knees away with the elbows or not. And from here, find your goddess. Sink in for the squat. Find your goddess. One more round. Sink in. And find your goddess. Come all the way back into your squat. Press those knees towards the back. Bring the hands towards the mat. Find a forward bend. And walk your hands towards the front. Step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Find your way into your down dog. Sink the heels towards the ground. This is a good time for you to go into a child's pose if you wish. And take about 2 deep breaths. Wherever you are, child's pose or downward dog. Come all the way into your downward dog. And from here we're going to turbo dog. So find that extended rotation of the arms. So the biceps are pointing out towards the ceiling, making sure the weight of your hands is equal. Sink the heels towards the ground, lift the hips. And from here, lower the arms towards the ground. And extend. 2 more, lower. And extend. 1 more, lower. Hover the elbows above the ground. Turbo dog. And now extend the arms. This time, bring the index and the thumb a little closer. And lower the arms all the way to the ground. Lifting the hips all the way up. Sink the heels towards the ground. Take a moment here and breathe. And notice you have a diamond shape that you're making with your index and your thumb, each hand. And now from here, draw the nose in between the fingers. And press back. 2 more rounds, inhale, press forward and back. 1 more, inhale, press forward and back. And now from here, very slowly bring the arms into a neutral position. Settle down here and breathe. And slowly extend the legs towards the back. Find your way into forearm plank. Take 2 deep breaths in here. 1 more breath. And from here, find your way into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground. Sink the hips as deep as you can towards the heels. They're heavy. Hips are open. Take about 2 more breaths. One more minute. And from here, find your way into your downward dog. Step in 1 leg at a time, come all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Remember, half lift. You can bring the hands towards your thighs, or you can keep the fingertips on the mat. Find a forward bend. 2 more rounds, inhale. Exhale. 1 more round, inhale. Exhale, release. Press the heels down, reverse, come all the way up. Hands towards your heart. Vinyasa, whatever you wish. Inhale, bring the arms up, back bend if you wish. Find a forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana or skip it. Over dog. And find your way into your down dog. Sink the heels down. Take 2 deep breaths in here. And then from here, come into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground. And from here, you're going to lay on your back. So we're going to go into shoulder stance. Just make sure you're careful with the neck and the shoulders. If shoulder stance is not for you today, you're welcome to do happy baby. And we're going to be a little playful here with shoulder stance. So do as much as you can. So come to a seated position, lift the chest all the way up. And slowly bring the hands to the mat. Lower yourself all the way to the ground. So establish your position here. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring the knees towards your chest, and from here, find your way into shoulder stance. So think about stacking your joints, pointing the toes all the way up. Make sure the chin is not pressing towards the chest. Keeping the head in neutral position. You might stay here, and that's it for today. And don't turn around. Just lift the feet. And now very slowly lower the toes towards the ground. You do not have to touch the ground with your toes. And bring the legs wide. Be kind with your neck. Don't go too far. And from here, lift the legs all the way up. Shoulder stance. And from here, roll forward. Find your way into a butterfly pose. Lifting your chest. Turn the head to the right. Turn the head to the left. Come back to neutral. We do 2 more rounds. So lay on your mat. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Find your way into shoulder stance. Lifting as high as you can. Keep the head in neutral position. That's important. Do not turn around. Look up towards your toes. Press the shoulders towards the mat. Engage the glutes. Engage the core. Bring the legs apart, and if you wish, bring the toes towards the ground. Watching your neck, you can go slow. Maybe your toes touch the ground, but that's not the goal. Hold it here, support your lower back with your hands. Keeping the head in neutral position, extend the legs towards the ceiling. one more. And one more. Come back to neutral position and we do last one. So remember, if this is not for you, do a happy baby. Take a long deep inhale. Know yourself. Bring the hands towards the back, lay on the mat. Settle down here, place the soles of your feet on the mat. And from here, find your shoulder stance. Lift the leg as high as you can. Keep the neutral position, engage your core, engage your glutes. Once you're really comfortable, you bring the legs apart and drop the toes towards the ground. Do not compress the neck. Neck and the head are in neutral position. And from here, come back into your shoulder stance. And roll forward. And find your way into a butterfly pose once more. Roll the head to the right. And roll the head to the left. Let's do one more. From here, bring the hands towards the mat. Bring the knees up and lay on your back. And this time we're going to do a fish pose. So you can lift the hips and bring the hands under your sit bones. You can sit on your hands. I recommend you to have the knees bent and the feet on the ground. That's a good way to start. If you're more advanced, please go ahead and do whatever you can do today. And now from here, lift the upper body, bring the elbows in. And think about the shoulder blades. They're trying to get together. And lift the chest all the way up towards the ceiling and very slowly drop the head towards the ground. And making sure you're not putting too much pressure on the head. Knees are up and you can remain here, open your heart. Well, the shoulder blades are trying to get together, press them down. That is what is going to open your chest. You want to a little bit more, extend the legs forward. And here's your fish pose. Some of you who are more advanced, press the navel in and lift the legs. And hold your fish. Take about 3 more breaths in here. And slowly release the legs if they're lifted. And very slowly bend the legs. Lift the upper body, fan the elbows out, and slowly drop your upper body towards the ground. Bring the arms by your side, bring the knees towards your chest. From here, extend the legs towards the ceiling. And find your way into a happy baby. Now for a happy baby, I like to grab my heels and press the knees towards the ground. Kind of allows me to go a little deeper. But one thing that sometimes I notice is we tend to lift the sit bones from the ground. This time just press them down. Trying to lengthen that spine, open that hip. And you can be playful here, sway side to side. Take about 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And now from here, bring the soles of your feet to touch. And push the knees forward and drop the feet towards the ground. Finding Supta Baddha Konasana, settle down here. Take a moment and breathe. Pick your feet apart, bring the knees towards the ceiling. And from here, extend the right leg towards the ceiling, cross the leg over. Finding eagle legs, arms are by your side, palms can be up or down. Bring the knees towards your chest. And drop the knees to the left, sorry. Bring the right arm over your head. You can go a little deeper to the twist by bringing the left hand right on top of the knee. And slowly release, bring the legs back to neutral. Notice the sacrum is resting on the ground. And this time you're going to drop the knees to the other side. And you can use the heel to deepen the twist, pressing the left knee towards the mat. You can flip the hands to the opposite side of where you were. And just breathe. Slowly release. Extend the right leg. And we do the other side. Extend the left leg. Cross the leg over. Find your eagle legs. Bring the knees towards your chest and drop the knees to the right. You can change your arms. I like to bring the opposite arm over my head, and I can feel the stretch here. Intercostal muscles, shoulder, outer hip. You can bring the right hand right on top of the knee. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe. And slowly bring the knees back to center and drop the knees to the other side. And once you do that, you can bring that heel right above the right knee to deepen the twist. Arms can be extended, palms of your hands can be facing down. You close your eyes or not. And very slowly bring the legs back to center. Extend the left leg and place the sole of the foot on the mat. Bring the arms by your side. Knees are up. Take a moment here and feel the ground. Feel the earth supporting your spine, the sacrum, shoulder blades, shoulders, neck. Allow the head to be heavy. Palms are facing up. And just breathe. And this time extend the legs forward, bringing the toes towards the corners of your mat. And kind of sway your hips side to side and your shoulders, the head. Maybe move it one, turn it to one side and then the other side. Now from here, bring the arms towards the corners of the room. For another version of Shavasana, I call this pentacle. Extending the arms, allowing that chest to be open, releasing whatever you're holding on to. And allow good energy to come to your body as you release and relax in Shavasana, your resting pose. You close your eyes here. And take a moment here and surrender, letting go of everything. Take 5 more breaths. And the next exhale, bring the arms by your side. Bring the legs back into a neutral position. This time, if you wish, extend the arms towards the ceiling and drop the shoulders down. Take a long deep inhale. Long exhale. Now very slowly place the soles of your feet on the ground and bring the knees towards your chest. Hug those knees, those legs, wrap the arms around the shins. Appreciate your efforts. And from here, roll to one side and find your way into a seated position. And in Sukhasana once more, lining up your heels, pressing the hips forward, roll the shoulders, bring them behind your ears. And think about placing your hands on your thighs. Open your heart towards the ceiling, lengthening the crown of the head all the way up. Maybe close your eyes. Notice your jaw, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Maybe your eyes are closed or slightly open, and just take a moment here. Notice how your body feels. And notice what this practice has brought to you today. When the hands start your heart. If you wish, bow your head now. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.